Hello everyone and welcome back to Knights of the Republic 2. So we are in the Polar Jedi Academy place and we are going to loot it from all its valuables, or at least, you know, whatever they have. Whether or not it's valuable or not, or whether it's valuable or not, depends really. As if they have something that I'm interested in, and not just random grenades. Oh, yeah, except the Dark Jedi robe is not necessarily better than what I have now, because I get Constitution, Dexterity, and Strength +1. Hold on. What is, I have 15, which doesn't actually matter in terms of the plus stat. Not at the moment, at least. I do get 1+ in defense with this one, and I regenerate force points by 1 more, I guess, is what they're talking about. Well, this one is just those stats, so I think a Dark Jedi robe is actually better to have now, because the stats don't really do anything, because they don't get me up to the next plus. Also, apparently he leveled up from that. Didn't think you could level up or get experience from unlocking those, but apparently you do. Also, these clearly don't have very high lock, since I'm able to do it, and I have like 1 or something. Actually, just because I'm interested in how much do I have? 3, alright, whatever. Basically the same. It's not a lot. But yeah, you leveled up. You can get all of it. Sure, no, save those 2. Beats. Now, we're not actually gonna use you that much at all. So what I pick for you isn't actually anything special, but you probably want that. To be completely honest, you probably want treat injury. Yes, yeah, a good thing to have. Especially for you who, yeah, probably gonna want to use items on you, because I believe if he has heavy armor, like 2 heavy armor, no, maybe he can. I can heal him actually. Well, anyways, we're going to loot all the places we can, and then we're going to see if we can't do that fighting thing that they have. I'm not sure how well I'm gonna do in that, since I'm a fucking counselor, not a guardian, so I'm not great in hand-to-hand combat. Mandalorian battle armor. Okay, that's the and we don't do that yet. So can I talk to whoever?
Why have you approached me?
I want to fight.
All these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining. I mean, it's interesting.
You have returned.
Because I'm looking for a
I
fight.
would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat. Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings.
I don't know about that. I don't have a lot of fist fight. Oh, wait a minute. What? I have a sword?
Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani traditions?
Fighting naked? Well, I'm guessing they evolved me. Here's freezing in my jumpsuit.
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, This is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
Understood. Stay on the mat, no armor, no striking to kill.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
Yes, let's go.
Then let us begin.
I'm gonna fucking lose this probably. I don't have the... I probably should do that. It all depends on if I hit. God, really? Just hit her. I've been fucking... There we go. If I can hit her, I can do something. But pretty sure she has too fucking much like defense to actually have me hit her at all. Maybe if I do the normal then. Yes, I'm aware.
Very well. It shall be the same as before.
Yes.
Then
Oh, that's a bit, you know, it's a bit stupid that I don't get. Okay, fine. You want my fucking health back, please? There we go, now we can fight again.
have you returned to...
Yes.
Very... It shall... Then
This time, I guess I can't use that. I'll just use this one. See if I can hit better with this. Yeah, no. Unless I get lucky here. But, yeah. No!
you have fallen.
Yeah, no. My dude isn't a very good fucking hand-to-hand combat fighter, so... I'm not very surprised. This is the weapon I had, I'm guessing. Sure as shit is. Let me heal up again. Was it 4? Yes. Just to check. I'm pretty sure it was that. Yeah, it's not one of these. Oh, wait a minute. You have a better blade? 1, 2, this one is relatively better, so give you that. Stay with that. Ooh. Oof. A lot of experience until next level. Well then. We won't be able to get any further with that, really, because I'm not a good hand-to-hand fighter. There's another type of like dual ring thing that you can do later on. I'm worrying about that one, although at that point it might not matter. I wonder if you could cheat actually. I wonder if I could like buff myself before I talk to her and then enter the battle already buffed. That could work. But I'm not.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebon Hawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
That's just your assumption, but okay. Yep. Okay, the game decided to do that. It wasn't your fault. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, sure. Hold on, what information are we talking about? Your entire memory? That must have taken some time. I have no idea what you're talking about. A minute later. Let me get you out of there first. See you at the Hawk. Influence, because you were relatively nice to it. Sonic rifle. Upgrade, okie dokie. Go for ranged first, I guess. We have all the things. There we go. That one, I believe. That's his sword. He won't be fucking needing any damage on that. Okay, interesting. Well, we'll go back on the ship first. Gonna have to check something. You guys still... okay. And it's just stuck somewhere. Piece of fucking dipshit. Move, people. Fucking Jesus. Computer spike. Ew. Alright, for them Hawk. Yes.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's with T3? Noises. What are you talking about? Download Atris archives?
What is the machine saying?
Bunch of things. Said there was a holo record on my trial in Atris Records.
We seem to have found it.
Eee.
Do you know why we have called you here?
Came because I chose to, not because so many quote unquote crimes.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against the Mandalorians.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Yeah, and Atris was real fucking aggressive there. He just has a list of all the missing Jedi. Sure, just play it. Master Rook, he's an asshole. Teskael, maybe he's Kavar. We have Vash. We have Atris.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
We have no choice. Those Jedi know what happened to me. Oh, look who it is.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
Do you think we need help?
I think the strength of the enemy is unknown, but it is greater than 5 can hope to defeat without aid.
Sure, welcome aboard.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General?
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
see here. Don't let them bother you. We've just been through a
It
lot.
is no matter. I am used, but thank you.
I manage on party. She is one of the better fucking party members in the game. Now that give me in terms of. Oh.
Is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Well, do you see one on me?
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one if you wanted to, but you know that.
Do you think I can't build one?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Very well, to begin, there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable. All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
Utility droids tend to have a habit towards developing personality quirks. Jesus.
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Don't worry, Vader probably knows what he's doing.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Permanent bonus to his constitution. Fuck yeah. Okay, I didn't get anything like that. Okay then. Anything interesting to say?
Hey, General. Are you alright?
You lost me.
You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators.
Are you sure you haven't been chewing on power cables?
Whoa. Claws out today, aren't they?
I'm not sure if that conversation can go any out because I'm pretty sure if you choose 1, 2, or 3, that happens. I don't know if you have to push 4. I didn't feel like it though. Why am I going to talk to him? Wait a minute. He can actually give me some things. Maybe. Bike. Okay, fine. I won't be able to do anything else with you since I don't have the stats. Yes, we'll talk to you. Okay.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You can always play Bazak with
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
Like cards?
That too.
Okay, I don't think anyone here trusts each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Who, Bader?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders. And like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Maybe you'd like to explain why H is siphoning power to the Telos Academy.
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos. Yes, his skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know.
Okay, that was the same game. No understanding way in your academy listen to some. Oh no, that's a word basically meant as bitch. So I'm not gonna use that. That's a bit unnecessary. Not your concern, sure.
Very well.
It's difficult to describe to someone who wasn't there.
The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
Alright,
Yes?
did nothing. Can you... Oh god, here we have a bunch of shit.
Yes?
You can
Training
teach me
is
some
something
fighting
reserved
moves.
for certain cast members of the Ichani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Ichani children are raised on warfare.
Was that a stab in me?
All Ichani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
Stand, I'm ready.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Alright.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts, and do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
This is gonna go poorly again. Probably. Can I like please hit her with... Oh my god! Yes, here we go. BAM! He's stunned. I can just wail on her with these fucking attacks. Oops. Alright, well. Oh, that went fucking amazing.
Fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you.
A favor?
The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it.
What do you want to know?
It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle with it their entire lives. Please, I wish to know.
Okay, it is... No, it's like current pass through you and carries you with it. One place for touch. The warmth of the sun without the glare, you can feel its light and its heat, but there is no harshness to it. That would potentially be the closest.
I see. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. Yeah, I guess I'm influential with her.
Yes?
Can I fight again?
I do not think you are ready for further instruction.
Okay, yeah.
Each movement of our arts demands some time to use the art in battle, or to examine how it may be best used in battle. It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, To know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him.
Alright. You teach me
You are
this.
already doing it.
Oh, what do you mean?
If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively. You are doing better. At first I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, but that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things, but I do not think so. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
If you gain battle precognition, it allows you to add your wisdom bonus to your defense in combat.